from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Virginia Cavaliers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
After a few challenging years, Virginia is back on top. A tradition there for the Cavaliers. They went 11-3 in 2025. Tony Elliott continues to build a winner, getting to the ACC championship game last season. They believe they can keep continuity on competition rolling for the Cavs. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So NC State's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will have the football first. And now here comes Peyton Lewis. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and
makes the grab in their space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Eli Holstein to throw. With the catch, it's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Snagged out of the air. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Quarterback keep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Tosses it incomplete. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
On the ground, it's Lewis. Nice move to pick up yardage. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go play action with Holstein. Pocket breaking down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Running inside, it's Lewis. Hey, midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Bailey. Get it out to the supersonic guy. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit.
Number 38 on to punt it away.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Trying to set up the screen. Makes the catch and he's free. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Grab behind the line. It's Snow. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Gauze. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Here's a heat. He gets away. Across the 25. He's got room. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Just a short pass to the tight end. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Here's Holstein to throw, working that wide receiver screen. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. That's caught. It's Flores. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
And the Cavaliers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. On the move, it's Lewis. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Throwing, Holstein unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Snow. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense got it. They're on the run.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. We'll send the tight end in motion. Holstein. Finds his man. It's Martin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Here comes the heat. Pulls in the deep ball. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Using his legs, it's Scott. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Under fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. The run inside. It's Lewis. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Eli Holstein to throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force broke downs.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the air, it's Bailey. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Running inside, it's Scott. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finds his big tight end. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Holstein to throw. They'll run the screen.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Punt is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air, it's Bailey. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Heaves it on the run. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein makes the grab. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work. Time to waste as they 2 minutes of the half. Got the quick completion. Could not make his way to the corner. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Swings it out to his running back.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Throwing, Holstein. Escapes the pressure going right. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Holstein. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their second. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. The offense changing the play. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Finds a man in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to throw it again. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. In with the pick 6. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And that is such a critical mistake for this offense, man. Such an opportunity to add to the lead, put more points on the board, keep the momentum. But sometimes you just get a little bit too aggressive. And, Palmer, they pay for it in a big way.
And that's one where the defense gave up some yards early in the drive, and you're wondering, is the opponent going to score here at the end of the first half? But they're just waiting for one mistake, and they take advantage of the opportunity, jumping that pass in the air, picking it off, taking it all the way to the house, and now taking the lead.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the UNLV Rebels taking on the Memphis Tigers. And it's UNLV trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Let's take a look at some of the other notable games going on, including one that looks like it could be headed towards Upset City. Now back over to your game in Charlottesville. They've opened up this halftime advantage behind a banner day so far from their offense. Zigging when the defense is zagging, dialing up just the right plays at just the right times. It's been a clinic so far. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Eli Holstein to throw. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's...
They're going to run it to the right. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Here's Holstein to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? To throw, it's Bailey. Lets it fly. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. He goes right back to the air. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets a block. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Virginia. They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Scott. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll run the option. The option, the keeper. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch passing could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for space. It's Lewis. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing, Holstein. Rushes on him. Swings it out to the flat. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Lewis. Inside the 45. Finding some room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the NC State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers, not just the... Oh, it's a fumble! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Running inside, it's Lewis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Play fake, Holstein. Bringing the heat. Going deep. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Looking for more room. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Virginia sideline, I can see developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Thanks, Howie. Holstein. Got a man, it's Gibson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Makes a catch.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Thanks to grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. He's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dot.
And that ball is caught. One hand grab. He is in. Touchdown, NC State.
And that is the play this offense needed, and it comes from a long shot in the passing game to now get within 2 late, and you know this coach is going for 2 at this point now. You're dialing up your best 2-point play, but what a great job of execution by the offense in a huge moment in this game.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Oh, a double pass. Pocket breaking down.
What a big play by this defense. You give up the touchdown. You don't get discouraged. You bow up, tight coverage on the 2-point conversion, and now more importantly, you still have the lead late in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses. They start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Eli Holstein to throw. Got his man down the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The run inside. It's Lewis. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Holstein on the play fake. Using the quick game. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. The give as they work on that clock. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside.
The offense coughs it up. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Lewis. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Pressure coming. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass. Here's the heat. On the move, he fires. Got his man on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.